right? Actually, you're already biased. You're inside the box. So that's why we say that if you're in business analytics, never go inside the box. The moment you start thinking the business should run like, I don't care how the business should run. For me, the care is business making profit? If it is not making profit, how to make business make profit? That's all. Not how to run the business. How to run the business, I will hire professionals who will do that. I will tell professionals, I want this and this is what you have to do. Get it, go and do that. Right? For that, I am expecting, do you have competence? Do you really have the clarity? What to do? Why you are doing that? How to do that? How do you measure? If you have more competence, you should start getting it. And these are few functions which you can look at. For me, basically, this is one of the functions which has to be looked into. This is another. Basically, sales and marketing come together. Right? Let us call this as, this is the first function that you have to understand. This is the second function that you have to understand. Actually, all said and done, sales and marketing comes first. This is the first function you have to understand. The second function you have to understand is finance. The third function you have to understand is what comes as procurement, customer service, logistics, production, and all those things, right? These are called as supply chain management systems, SCM systems. Hey, Surendra, there is a saying in Kannada, if you hold the nose, the mouth will open.
Sir.
Again. Last. Okay, give it, use that one. I will go from.
So, PPT and all, if you give me, I will put it in
No problem. I will show it from there. It can be seen from this. That's not a problem. Okay. So these are what are called as the cost functions. This is the fourth one. This is the fourth one. Right. So now if you look at it, you would like to have a mental model of there are four basic core functions that are to be handled in an enterprise, and I must use analytics to extract four things. What are those four things? What I should do. If you don't know what you should do, you will start doing anything you know. And you start telling, if I don't know how it is possible, that is not possible. No. Basic thing is, do you have options? When you don't have options, you don't know. Period. Right? If you know only Python, you don't know. When you know Python. You have enough options. Close it. I will open it when it is required. Maybe in half an hour. So now if we look at it, we would like to see what is to be done. Do you know the options? Can you create the options? Can you talk to somebody and know the options? When you don't know, let us say that you want to solve the problem which is given to you as assignment. Do you know what is to be done? Right? Can you get that done from somebody? If not, you have no options. No options is the worst thing that you can have as a manager, especially if you are going with business analytics or data science or AI degrees, and if you have no options. Right? They say, in poker, if you don't know who the Ponzi is, it is you. You don't know who the joker is, it is you. The moment you get into the play, within 30 seconds, you should know who is the joker, from whom you can put the hand into pocket and get the money out. If you are not, if you are finding who is that, then somebody is putting hand into your pocket and taking money. Right? There is no option. You should be very careful. Right? So analytics is a cautious game. It is not faint-hearted. Okay, I learned, I got an MBA degree, MS degree, MTech degree. Keep those degrees. Right? In fact, even now my children will always laugh at me. They say that why you are not coming with your black belt? They say my dad is a black belt. Okay. So how do people know I'm a black belt? I should wear that and come and do. They'll say, Right? Then there will be somebody who doesn't care about the black belt and beat me left, right, and center. The best thing is hide as much as possible, but know as much as possible. Right? So that's why we are interested in, if you don't know the options, you are not there yet. That's one of the metrics you have to take for yourself. Can you solve any problem that is thrown at you, or are you finding it difficult? The moment you are finding it difficult, you are not ready. AI is such a field. In future, we are looking at people who are self-driven. It is not like I will train you for 20 months, I will do that, I will do this, then we will see how to do. Is not there. Yes, yes. Yes, good thoughts. What do you want? Well, come out, you can do it here. Take the call. Okay, so one of the things that you have to have in mind is, how do you solve the problem? A lot of people ask me, how do you solve this problem? I will solve this problem with one variable. I will take what is the cost of it, take some option which is low cost. Good. Then somebody comes and says, if your model is shown, people will criticize. When some decision is made, people will criticize. But you ask them to make decision, they won't. They are frozen. Because they are afraid to commit. The model we got is, if you are wrong, people laugh at you, it is bad. Have you ever seen me speaking any good English? If you really record it and listen to that English, it's extremely bad. I think in Kannada. I just transliterate it. And still people, yeah, I can understand this, it's okay, right? The thing is, we have been given, there is no model. Speak. If the other guy understands, he will comment. If we don't understand, you are ruling them. Right? So, your model, what is your model, is very important. And that is what is to be understood. What is the model of making decisions here? What are the options we have? Right? What are the metrics that we are measuring? Once you answer the what question, you would like to answer the next question, which is a why question. Why are you doing that? Why are you selling a discount? Why do you sell a discount?
So that more and more people buy and profit.
Okay. So is that the reason government of India is giving subsidies for everything? And then, in fact, we are not supposed to trap the solar power. Do you know that? We are not supposed to tap the solar power. It is government's property.
Solar.
Yeah. You have to take the license. Yeah. Absolutely. If you are not connecting it to the grid, KEB, Bescom will come and cut your power. The solar water rate is different. Solar power. If you have the solar power and if you are not informed the Bescom, anytime they can cut the power. You are written. You are given it in writing.
Solar power isn't if we have our own solar setup, then also.
Yeah. You pay 1 lakh and get a 3 kVA power. You have to report to Bescom that you have this, and you have to give the power to grid. You cannot use it at home. You have to use Bescom power only. You have to give it to the grid. And once you give it to the grid, they will give it to you at a discount. That's a fair practice. That's good. But the thing is, you have to give it. Right? India, nothing is enforced. People don't know. But when the time comes, when all other sources are drying up, they will come and catch you. Right? Give me money, otherwise I will put behind bars. There are a lot of things. The thing is, why are we doing it? What are the metrics? We don't know. We have to ask, why are we selling at discount? If we are telling that to sell more, should we?
There could be different reasons. One is, if the company has launched a new product, okay, and then they want customers to try it out, so they can give it a discount as well, like buy one get one free kind of.
Why? I will produce a drug which will cure corona virus effects in 2 days. That will cost you 20,000 rupees. Will you purchase it or will you say give me discount?
So
in retail general to liquidate the old stock? And
One of the option is that. Second option is this. Why are we giving discount? There are reasons. If you don't know the reason, or if you are unable to find the reason, you are not increased your database. In your mind, your database should contain, there are 5 points for this. Somebody may add 6 points. If it is reasonable, add that to your database. So more and more, when we are going forward, unless you get these type of domain inputs, you cannot build AI models. You cannot build analytical models. Period. You can have all those things, but you'll be working under somebody who can think and tell you, you build this model. Go. You build this model. Your team lead, you build this model. Get it done by your team. You can say, look, I will tell you what the model you have to build, how much time it takes, what data is required, how much money I can make for you. Right? Then there is a plausibility. I cannot say certainly you will get it, but the chances are much more than I know data science, I know Python. No, leave Python and all those things. You are done enough, right? 2 years, you are done enough. Now what we are looking at is, how do you add value to any of this? Can you look at what is the value of this business? What value this business adds? Why and how this business adds value? So these 3 things is very important for you to know. You should answer these questions. What is that this function is doing? Why is doing that function? How it is doing that function? Once we understand at this level, at the next level, what metrics are measured in this function? What metrics are measured in this function? Why those metrics are measured in this function? Somebody is measuring what color of shirt he is wearing when he is coming to university. Is that a good metric or not? You must have opinion. Yes or no kind of thing. The moment you start thinking, I know that it is not in your database. You are not putting your reasoning skill. You are hesitant to take a decision. You are sitting on the fence. Let somebody answer, then I will comment. Right? So if you are seeing me, I never comment. I will tell, this is the way it has to be done. I am okay to fail. What is there? Right? We have been built to fail. I don't know how many of you know that failure is the first step to success is a proverb. Very, very true. Right? But a lot of people think success begets success. No, first let me get success. I will not fail. That's the surest way to fail. Right? And you will learn after 1 year. Now we have to learn. Right? Any answer?
Yes, it is a metric. It is a metric.
Why? Good. Why?
We are telling what color he is wearing. Maybe based on that, we can identify whether he is coming in a formal or not.
Oh, good. I made it very clear. It is in university.
Still, if he is wearing some
Correct.
too much color.
Correct. Because you are not pushing your envelope. You are near there. Right? You are not pushing the envelope. I would like to know, if I enforce in an army, if he goes in t-shirt and say I'm Lieutenant General, will you accept him? He goes in shorts and things like that, he never goes. Right? So we have to learn from that. How do you recognize that he is not a general? Guy who is coming in sharp with a joker cap, right? And says that people should accept my command. Will you accept it? That's an anomaly. We don't accept it. If system has to recognize that he is not a formal general or he is likely to be an anomaly, he is real general but has gone mad. Nothing wrong with that. Right? So he might have gone mad for some reasons. Maybe he has seen the war, maybe he has some fight with his wife. Anything is possible. Right? He might have gone mad and now he is coming and people have to respect. In fact, recently I saw that one of the presidents, he ran away and from there he wanted the immunity. He ran away because he didn't want to be arrested in home. If he's here and resigned, probably the officials have arrested him. He is president as long as he is in power. After that, he is no more president. He will be arrested and put behind bars. Right? So there is a possibility. Right? Now, he is no more president now, that's a different thing. Till he resigned and it was accepted by the speaker by checking the veracity of the resignation. Right? He was the president. General also it is possible, but the idea is, can you make a system which can recognize before you do, right? You tell somebody, how do you recognize someone is a student or not? If somebody comes with the uniform, he is a student. Is that enough? He comes in uniform. What else you need?
He should be available in college or school straight
When
away.
he has come inside, inside the
ID
university.
card, he should wear an ID card.
Right? I've seen so many people coming there, they won't check the ID card. They say, hey, you're not wearing this. I will wear that and come. Right? Nobody knows whether it is my name or my father's name. My father is no more. Right? His name is here. And I can run. Right? Really, there is no system. But it is like an elephant chain for a long time. And now it cannot pull out the chain. People think that, okay, only if I have everything, I can go inside. No. We want to build such a foolproof system. Right? If such a, that's why we want to recognize the people with uniform, people without uniform. Now let's say the hair color. I'm using extraordinarily intelligent 20 GPU based hair color recognition system which has been built by our crew here, and I'm using it. Anybody who enters, I would like to check the hair color. Is it a good metric? Why?
That can differ by person to person. So
So-
it is not a metric to identify a person.
So already you have defined it is supervised learning. He is telling to identify a person. I'm using hair color.
Because the students, the age group is around 18 to 21. So they're trying to look everybody has one place like Veda. So it will be tough to identify. There's no difference to it.
So that's why you would like to check the hair color. If this is the hair color, this is X. If it is the X color, it is Y.
So yeah, so this is not a good metric actually, just to check the hair color in order to identify a student.
Hairstyle?
No, sir, no.
No? For me, yes. If you are checking uniform, I would like to check the hairstyle. People may say that it is army strict, but trust me, the discipline army brings or any other institution like that is not police. Police is not discipline. Extremely undisciplined force in the world is police. Right? So, with all due respect, so I'm not a to tell. Madras High Court has told that corrupt and inefficient force in the India is police. Right. So now I can quote High Court judge, official. Right. So it is not. But you look at the army. In fact, I know one of my uncle who is from army. At the age of 80, he carries 10 kg weight and walks about 5 kilometers and comes back. I said, why the hell are you doing this? He said, discipline. I should do. You are retired 20 years back. So what? Right. Once a soldier, always a soldier. I'm soldier. If war comes, I will go. We always laugh at him, say, probably you're the first man to go for suicide bomber. He says, yeah, I will do that. I'm not worried. If I have to do, I will do that. We don't have that courage. We are okay to throw bomb from here, not carry the bomb and go. But those people, they have been tuned, trained, and done in such a way that they have been changed. And if you are looking at the hairstyle, certainly that's one indicator. I want everybody to be uniform. Remember Kim In Jong. If you question like this, everybody should be like that. Right? You change, your head will become discipline. It brings the discipline. Sometimes they are not of discipline kind, probably that can be countereffective. But idea is once you are disciplined, things becomes easy. It depends on how you look at it. So why is also important. How will you make sure that he will get the same haircut? What they do in army, you cannot go outside to a salon in Brigade Plaza, UB City and get the haircut. There is a barber, he will come and put a cap, rest of the things he will cut. Go. Right? So in fact, now we are asking, do you need a barber for that? I will make a robot, let him put head inside, rest of the things will be cut, go out. 1 second, one. Right? Immediate. That is where we are looking at the productivity improvement. Right? In fact, I do not want to lose even a single soldier as a suicide bomber. I would like to send hundreds of robots, go and die. Right? People say, no, you must be a pessimist. I'm extremely pessimist. Right? And nobody is more pessimist like that. But at the time when I had to leave, I will kill. That's the game. The game is you kill or get killed, one of the two things. It is not like leave and let live. Those are all people who cannot do, they tell. People who can do, they will kill or get killed. It's not that you should do the same thing here. Either you will go and convince the customer, this is what you have to take, or get beating from them. That this is not good. When you are not doing both, you are ultra pessimist. You You're trying to say I'm non-violent. For us, you'll be non-violent only when you're extremely strong. You can hit them like anything, but still you're controlling your temper. The moment you say, I cannot fight against him, but let me do satyagraha, that is extremely difficult for us. That's why some of the Indian leaders are not palatable to us. We are of the opinion is we had some people who are stupid. One of them was Chandrasekhar Azad and others who fought and died for nothing. Right. In fact, still we recognize Shivaji as one of the best commando guys. Right. Guerrilla commandos. Right. Fighting against Aurangzeb and going there and coming back is a real feat. Right. It cannot be, ordinary people cannot do that. So such kind of things is what we recommend. Is that correct? No. Is the other person correct? No. Right. It is the point of view that you bring in which adds the value. So we have to answer these three questions: what, why, and how. How do you do this? The first thing you have to do is, what are the metrics that you are taking? What are the metrics? What is meant by metric?
Can be quantified.
How do you quantify something? You measure or count. Right? When you measure or count or compute, you will get the metric. Anything that is measurable, that is countable, that is computable, is a metric. So the first thing you have to understand is, what metrics am I looking at? Sales. What metrics are you looking at?
Number of products sold.
Number of products sold. Number of products sold is 200. Does it give any meaning to you?
Revenue.
Revenue. Revenue is 20,000. Does it give any meaning to you? Average is basically computed. Right? Revenue is measured. How many sold is counted. Right? So you can measure, you can count, and you can compute certain things, and they are called as metrics. All facts need not to be metrics. Right? All facts need not to be metrics. So metrics is which can be measured, counted, or computed. Now there are two classes of metrics. The first class is called as information. What kind of information that metric contains? Based on this, we would like to ask whether it is a lag metric or a lead metric. What is a lag metric?
We identify after it is done.
We identify after it is done, need not have to be a lag metric.
It is like historic data.
Historic data need not have to be lag metric. Right. Now, if you look at the sales funnel, right? If you look at the sales funnel, when this happens, this is prospect. Right? This is pitch. This is demonstrate. This is convert. When this happens at first month. This happens in month 2. This happens in month 3. This happens in month 4. Now, if you take this number of prospects to number of converts, right? Converts to prospect ratio. As this increases, if this remains same, what is the indication?
Ratio is going down.
The conversion is going down. Your prospect base is increasing. What does it indicate? Quality of the prospect. So now we will take this ratio and we call it as quality of prospect. Now, you will calculate quality of the prospect here and compare that with the previous month and previous month and previous month. Now, if you know that if the quality of prospect is more than 0.5, right? For next month,
It can be value of sales pitch also.
anything it can be pitch to conversion, it can be demo to conversion, it can be any ratio. But I would like to see this is a real thing. If you can sell here itself, why do you need both? This is cost.
No, Mr. My point is maybe the prospects are good, but at the sales level, they're not able to convert them. Convince them.
Oh, yes. That comes as an HR problem. It's a competence problem, right? It has nothing to do with sales. The product is good, the price is right, but the competition is going and giving it at half the price. Name is Geo. Right? Once you are in, give me 250. I've given you 50 for 5 years. Now give me 250 for rest of your life. And I will go on increasing. Right? That's why when Adani or any other company comes, we say welcome. In India, we want free. If Adani comes and gives free, we will take 2 phones. Right? So that is the way. So it's nothing to do with pitch. Do you need pitch there? You don't need pitch. You need prospect. You need the base in which you can show this. The moment it will be attracted. There will be 2 types of sales, right? One is pull, another is push. Right? Sales, demo, and all those things is required when you want to push the product. When you are pulling the product. In fact, when Corona was in heights, there was one guy in Andhra Pradesh. He used to give some fish medicine for Corona. There was a queue and lot of commotion to eat that. And you, as usual, our doctor community, no, that is not correct. If it is not coming from MBBS, it is wrong. Because we are PhDs, we don't care for MBBS. We don't care for any authority. If it is working, we'll use that. That is what is being taught in analytics. Right? That is what we call as butterfly effect. If the butterfly flaps its wing in Brazil and if there is rain in Bangladesh, do you want to protect Bangladesh or do you want to go on discussing why that flap in Brazil is causing rain in Bangladesh? Or you will take the clue. Last week there is a flap of the butterfly wing and this week there is going to be rain in Bangladesh. Is that a good information or the entire chain is a good information? Depends on who you are. If you are an academic, you want to know why it is happening. If you are a businessman, go and sell umbrella men, go and sell boat. Right? Don't try to check and wait why it happened. Is it a national interest or not? No. This is time for selling umbrella. Quick. Raincoats, umbrellas, everything. And true medicine, name it, you sell it. What is required for 1 week rain, you sell it now. Right? You will be ready. And such kind of metrics are called as lead metrics. Right? So any metric which will not tell me about the future is a lag metric. Any metric which tells me about the future is a lead metric. If we increase the number of prospects, what is your expectation? The number of conversions will also increase. A prospect is a lead metric. Isn't it? Number of customers this month is not a lead metric. Number of prospects this month is a lead metric for number of customers that are likely to be converted after 3 months. Isn't it? So you must know what are the lead metrics, what are the lag metrics. When you don't know what are the lead metrics, what are the lag metrics, you don't know analytics. You're a dashboard developer, right? A dashboard specification is given, this SQL query is given, you take that and you beautify and give that, people will clap. I don't clap. For me, tell me what is there, how much money you can make me out of this dashboard. Right, that's where we make money. Right, still the people are getting adjusted to that. Now it's a rude shock for them when we expose them. You have Tableau, you have ClickSense, you have blah blah blah, but you have no information. You are having XYZ, but you are not controlling your business. For me, if anything that is added is not adding at least 5% value, don't use it. It must add 5% value either by reduction of the cost or by increasing the revenue or by increasing the profit. That is the value. If this value is not there, why are you using analytics? Because you learned it. That's what we do when we do Rangoli. Because my wife learned so many, she can try anything. I never question. But if she hears that no, she wants to draw it on my system, the problem comes. Isn't it? So it's a lead metric. The moment somebody puts some dust on my system, there's a possibility my system goes wrong. It's a lead metric. But I want to draw. Draw. Why? Do you draw one over the other? Who cares? Do you care? I don't care. Right? We say that it is a modern art. Two rangolis one over the other. If you can make it out, you are brilliant, extraordinary. Only my wife can make it out because she drew that. She knows what was the first one, what was the second one. Anybody else cannot make it out. Right? So there are lag metrics. They are useless. Sometimes lag metrics are needed for compliance. What is compliance? Yes, Mani? Why not? Had your breakfast?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So sometimes lag metrics are needed for compliance. What is compliance? The recent one is inclusion compliance. You must have 33% women. You must have everybody. In fact, I was asking the same question. I'd like to give substandard quality rice to you. One minute. Okay. I'd like to give substandard quality rice to you. Will you take it? I will say whether you take basmati rice, whether you take Sona Masuri, or whether you take rotten rice from Food Corporation of India, all of them will cost you 100 rupees per kg. Why are you not taking the rotten rice? There must be some reason, right?
We know that after cooking, the way it looks, so it was practiced to eat some kind of thing.
Is that the case? Why you don't take for the same price? Why you don't take substandard quality?
To go for the best quality.
When government says you have to eat that only, that is compliance. Right? Anything which is beyond our control, but we have to comply because no other way. Right? Kim Jong, same thing, right? Nobody should go beyond this. If India, no, we will say, look, my son will have it like this, my daughter will go for this, and I will be like this. My wife will have long hair. Kim, you do whatever you want. We will say like that, right? Right. That's why we say India is still democracy. You can speak anything, you can do anything, nobody cares. As long as you don't intervene in their business. The moment you start introducing, why are you asking me? Then they will say, oh, you are a racist, you are a casteist. All those things will come. Otherwise, nothing. Calm. Right? A compliance comes when external agency tries to impose something. Carbon. Right? Why carbon only for industries and all those things? How can you allow a fossil fuel vehicle to run in the country? Right? Really, we don't know what is your plan for future, your green energy and things like that. Always they'll be telling India will become hydrogen hub. Right? I'm not seeing even 100 papers in generating hydrogen in India. Everybody say, I'm doing in a steel company. Company, it closes like that only. After all the funding has been done, it closes. Right? It must be opened up. When it is not opened up, it is not compliance. So most of the Indian taxpayers' money is going because of such compliances. Right? But can a private industry, which is profit only industry, go for that? What will you do? Probably it may come. Your jobs are also under scrutiny. They say that reservation should be there in your jobs also. Fortunately, nobody is asking there must be reservation in military. Otherwise, they will say only so many candidates from this group can go to war. Others, you enjoy life, go. Right? Good that army is still a sacred institution, nobody is touching that. Right? Otherwise, it would have been havoc. We saw when somebody wanted to have, every country has that, Agnipath, Agnivir, blah, blah, blah. But they are telling, no, you should not do that. What does that mean? We should generate revenue for everybody. That's what we call as universal basic income. Right? Give everybody 25,000 rupees. Then what will do? They will go and drink some liquor or maybe country arak and sleep. Right? And that's where we are looking at the efficiency, human development index, blah, 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 and other things, which is a computed metric. Is a human development index computed metric? Yes. Is it good for India? No. We are in the 131st position out of 180. Right? People sitting here may think that, oh, we are MTech, MBA, blah, 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 and other things. For one of you, there are 1,000 people who cannot even think. Right? And we say that that is inclusion. Bring them inside. Will you ever do that? I never do that. I do not want to do that. If I'm not good, kick me out. If I'm good, allow me to kick you. Right? Very simple. If we are not like that, it is not possible. All inclusiveness and other things is good as a human. But as a productivity thing, it is not good. You should look at what is productivity thing that you are measuring. A lag metric? I do not want any of your dashboards to contain lag metric. Theoretically, I want every metric to be lead metric. Then only system will be predictive. If it's only lag metric, we always say zero has been invented by Aryabhatta. Nobody gives when he did that. Right? They are not happy with that. They say that there was an aeroplane, Pushpaka Vimana. I'm yet to see a chariot-like thing flying. It defies all the laws of physics, known physics at least. But we have to believe that. Normally we don't believe because at least by position, caste and other things, we have been given freedom that I can ask the question. But if I ask something, oh, no. It is not. We have to ask the question. We want the system to be predictive. What is the predictive system? All the metrics are lead metrics. Your task is to find those lead metrics. How do you use lead? If lead metrics is not there, I don't have lead metric. How can I compute lead metric? You should start thinking. You should start thinking. How do you build a lead metric from a lag metric?
Combine the two different features.
Correct? How do you do that? One example. Still you are theoretical, abstract, conceptual. Give me one a real world example. This is how I compute. You did that. Right? You are doing it. You will do. That's what you have done all along. You forecast. That is one of the lead metrics. Right? How do you forecast it? Have you forecasted using lead metrics? Or you forecasted using lag metrics? Or you forecasted using combined metrics? Isn't it? How do you convert a lag metric into a lead metric then? I will take the sales example. Now, this is the sales, right? At this point, the sales happened. This point, at this point, this point, this point, sales happened. Now, I would like to predict what is the sales at this point. How will you do this? Now we have all these lag metrics. What happened this month? What happened this month? All this data is available to you. Now I want to predict what happens here. All these lag metrics. All these lag metrics. What was the sale in January 21 or January 22, February 22, March 22, April 22, May 22, June, July, August? Is that a lag metric? Sale here is 200. Is it telling that the sale here, what will be the sale here? No. You just change this, take 3-month average. Right? Can you convert this into a lead metric? Right? So you must know how to take a lag metric and how to convert that into a lead metric. Right? So most of the time, now I cannot say all the time, most of the time, 60 to 70% of the times, we would like to go with time-based metrics as lag metrics converted to lead metrics. Otherwise it is not. Right? Even if you look at this, how exactly it is happening. Right? This is time-based. Otherwise, what prediction you are trying to make? Right? Most of the business systems is forecasting systems. So you forget, some time back I told all the systems are classification systems. right? Trust me, all the systems in business is forecasting systems. Why the business exists? They say that I will give you 30% profit year on year. And if they say I will classify, it is 30%, not 30%. I built beautiful neural network algorithm, it predicts 30%, not 30%. Do you think somebody will come and invest in your company because you have neural network? I don't care whether you have neural network or nothing. But when it is giving 60% year on year, I will invest. When it is losing 10% year on year, I will go out of your company. Right? The thing that we are interested in is forecasting. What do you forecast? How do you convert that forecast problem into a classification problem? This is the real skill we want from MBAs, from masters. If that skill is not there, I still feel you are at the programmer, maybe lead programmer for machine learning, not the lead manager. The lead manager is somebody who can go and sit with the boss, the CFO or the CMO or the CSO and tell, I will tell you what you have to do. I will get that done from the team. Right? You must give me more salary than the CFO. Period. Right? That confidence should come with your competence. You should start thinking, you should start putting things in place. Right? So if you look at it, we would like to look at the lead metrics, lag metrics. Right? The second classification that we are interested is controllable, right? Non-controllable, right? Can the price be controlled? Can you control the mood of a person? You can do with some voodoo art or hypnosis, things like that you can do, but how many hypnotists you would like to have?
No, sir. With yoga also we can.
Oh, he is also from the Indian origin. He says yoga. Which yoga? Raj yoga, Jnana yoga, Karma yoga?
Art of living.
Hatha yoga. Art of yoga. Art of living yoga is very scandalous for us. You are directly jumping without doing sadhana and other things. You are directly jumping to pranayama. Right? That according to science is not good. Right? I can prove anything. What is there? I can put something in journal and I can always say. Right? So I'm not against any Guruji because we are also one sort of Guruji. Right? We try to preach and do something, but we don't believe anybody. That is what is being taught to us. Don't trust anyone. Right? Even if it is my own Guru, we don't trust. We verify. Right? We have found he is not good. Right? We belong to one of the oldest mutts, and that's a well-known mutt. We don't believe. Right? So it will not. If they say no, you are not. You don't belong to my caste. Absolutely. When did I say I belong to your caste? You are telling I don't belong to your caste. I never claimed that I belong to your caste. Right? What we need is one government of India. Whether you say or not, government of India will not say I don't belong to that caste. So change it there in the government. I will be happy. So I'm also looking. Can you make me SC? Oh, please, please. Right? They would no, you are not allowed. Then we are telling, I will convert everybody into Brahmin. No, that is also not possible. Both are not possible. That's a compliance issue. Right? We will not get into that. That's not controllable. You cannot control the mood of somebody and things like that. You can influence it, but you cannot control it. Can you control the price? You can control the price. Can you control the weather? Can you control the temperature inside the room?
Yes.
The variable should be measured as controllable or non-controllable. Can you escape non-controllable variables? Impossible. You can escape controllable variables.
Weather is hot outside, and if you come here and if you turn on the AC,
You are controlling your variable, controlled variable. Are you controlling outside? There was a king. Kings, you know, right? They will behead if you don't listen to them. Once he went outside and the road was not asphalted and cemented. He got into the mud road and his feet were wet. And he called his minister and the commander and everybody and said, look, go and cover the entire world with some kind of leather. Then people started scratching head. If you don't say, if you say no to king, you're gone. You know what happens to zipping, distractors, right? Even this, even Mamta Didi also, right? They started it. It happens, right? Then They called everybody and they could not able to convince the king. Some were executed. Then they called somebody and he asked, "Why do you want to do that?" "I will do. That's not a problem." "Why do you want to do that?" Then the king said, "My feet are getting muddy and I want to see everything is covered so that when I walk, my feet is not muddy." Construct. We'll wait for lunch or wait for tea. Okay. So that guy said, "Okay, you don't need to cover everything. You cover your leg. Right? Make a shoe and go walk. Nothing happens to your leg." Then minister called and asked, "Who are you?" He said, "I'm a AI engineer. I'm a business analyst. I'm an MBA in business analytics. You name it. I'm a data scientist, whatever it is." The idea is identify the problem and solve it. You cannot control anything that is not controllable. Right? So what is the idea? Minimize non-controllable variables where the environment is uncontrolled. Don't get into such things. If you have to work in that, what is the best that you can make out of it? If a lemon is given to you, what will you do? Make lemonade and sell it. Right? That's what we have to do. And we cannot say no. In India, we have a skill called as Parasuvedi. Parasuvedi means anything that touches that particular stone will become gold. Right? I'm happy to get that, but I do not want to work on that. Because some intelligence God has given me says that you are hunting foolish stone, which never exists. Rather, you hunt for people who can give gold for you without taking money. That is controllable. Right? Searching for Parasuvedi is uncontrollable. We should never do that. Right? So this is the second group of variables that you like. Right? So these are the metrics. If we get these metrics, we would like to see this is the first concept in enterprise analytics we should understand. Any doubts here? So we want the metrics. The metrics can be counted, measured, or possibly computed. Then the metrics can be lead metrics or lag metrics. The metrics can be controllable metrics or uncontrollable metrics. When somebody says that I'm giving explainable AI, I laugh at them. But tell me what is explainable AI. Then he will show me some line explanation, some sharp explanation, and tells me this is explainable AI. But I cannot control the growth of the cell. You tell me what I should do to control that. Right? Only you explain me what is controllable variable and tell me in what context of non-controllable variables you are explaining that. Nobody gives that. Right? That's why when somebody says I will give explainable AI, I will do that. He is coming with another snake oil. Right? Sell that. So it's not. Right? That's a good paper. Have you ever seen any SHAP used in any business meeting? I'm not saying. I don't know how many business meetings you have done. I have gone to multiple. Nobody talks about SHAP, line, or explainable AI and other things. Boss says, how much money you can get me? He has only 30 seconds. You have to tell me, boss, I am applying AI system. It will give you a 5% increase in revenue. Go. Done. After 1 year, he comes and says, how much? 2%, sack. 7%, okay, give him some bonus. Right? Build another system, another AI system. Now it should become 10%. That's all. Right? Now if you look at it in enterprise analytics, I'm looking at 3 types of things. But now let me tell you, you will build a model. Right? You will show it to a data scientist. What are the things that you have to give? Those metrics is what we call as the ML metrics or DS metrics. ML or DS metrics. What are these metrics? All the things which are mouthful like F1 score, recall, precision, specificity, sensitivity, AUROC, confusion matrix, true positive rate, true negative, all of them we give to data scientists. Right? They are all machine learning, data science, statistical metrics. Good. Right? Jo bhi kar lo, kar do. Right? I'm least bothered about them. Then they will say this model works only for laptop. It will not work in cloud. Are you interested in that model? And you say that this works only with big data. You must have Spark in cloud, right? 1 terabyte. How much is the data? 1 GB. But this model requires 1 terabyte memory. Do you want that model? The second set of metrics that we are interested in are software engineering metrics. scalability, latency, cost, availability, integrity, all of these are software engineering metrics. We would like to look at it. The third type of metrics is business metrics. Right? If you ask me, you have to give different types of metrics to different people. If you come and tell me as a business owner, my model is 99% accurate, its MAPI is 1.2%, okay, so what? Nothing, you have to implement the model. I won't implement your 1.2% model. But if you tell me you are doing the business, you are in the copper trading, right? You are purchasing 1 ton of copper at maybe around 20 lakhs. Using my model, you can purchase it at 18 lakhs. And if you look at a period of 1 year, it is about 2.4 crores. Out of 2.2 crores, you are saving 24 lakhs. I'm happy. I would like to see, yeah, you are saving money. There is profit, right? You have to speak different language to different people. You cannot go to a systems man and tell accuracy is 98% accurate. So what? Right? He asks, do you have an endpoint? No endpoint. Do you have a dashboard? No dashboard. Then what do you have? A Jupyter notebook. Tell me what you want from me. Right? That will be question coming from you. Unless you answer 3 questions, I'm not interested in your enterprise analytics. Maybe I'm okay, you are talking everything here. You did on Book, you did on Spider, you did on RStudio, you did on Spark. Do anything anywhere. Tell me, is it scalable? Will it work for 1% and 1 million person? If it does, it's a good thing. I'm doing day trading. I want the information within 1 minute. You say that it takes 1 day. Do you expect me to do that? That is a software engineering meeting, nothing to do with ML metric. Your model is still good, but your model is not capable of serving my requirement. In 1 minute, it cannot give any prediction. Forget about prediction, it cannot even access data. Because you don't have T4 terminal to access nanosecond data. Right? That's a software engineering. Without that also you have built the model. But without that you cannot serve the model. For serving the model, software engineering becomes a thing. You have to build that. Okay, you built T4 terminal, you did everything. How much you are profiting now? 10%. What was the profit earlier? 12%. Why the hell you are here? Who kept you here is the question. So you should answer these 3 questions. Any system you take, I would like to see these 3 metrics. What is that you are doing which helps me in doing things better? Yeah? Can these metrics be measured only in silos, or do you need dimensions, the factors? What are dimensions? What are factors? What are factors? What are factors in machine learning? Not all. All factors are categorical, right? Otherwise, it is numeric. As numeric, as categorical, converted. That is not factor. What is a factor?
Transactional data. Transactional data.
Transactional data is not a factor. You are putting on weight. What is the factor? Right? You are not eating too much. You are having balanced diet given by dietitian. Still you are gaining weight. What may be the factor? Right? Those are the factors which are nothing but causal factors. Right? There is something. The moment you see the popcorn, you will go pop up and take that and eat. And along with popcorn, it is not sufficient. You will eat samosa and 1 Pepsi. Right? Even today, when I look at Pepsi, I will get beaten. They say that with this threat, how can you do that?
It's veg only.
It is veg only, but it is not a permitted drink. Right? So it is not a sattvic one because it is bitter. Right? If it is a medicine, it can be taken as bitter. If it is not medicine, it cannot be taken. Right? Actually, it is not bitter. I don't know what is the taste. What that taste is. Bogachu. What the taste of Pepsi? Pepsi, Cola, Pepsi. It's hot. It's very hot.
Pepsi, right? It's carbonated, so it's sort of it's sweet, right? Carbonated, fizzy sweet.
No, Coca-Cola, Pepsi Cola,
So, Fanta is fine.
pungent. Yes, it is pungent.
That's can be only Celtic, sir. Can't express the taste.
Ammonia is kind
No,
of
no,
pungent.
but if you keep Pepsi for some time and once the fizz is gone, it is sweet.
Like sour.
Right.
It becomes sour.
Yeah,
Then
I don't comment without doing it.
Mirinda is kind of sour.
Okay.
So they have told me that if you can drink some toxic material along with this, you cannot find the difference.
That's why you need first-hand experience. You should drink.
No, I drank Coca-Cola. Then I did not like the taste because of the conditioning, not because of something else. Because my brother who stayed in Canada, he won't eat without Coca-Cola.
That's default.
Right? We don't consider him. That's always there when we sit in the gathering. The expectation is that you have to do like this. So you have to be a Roman in Rome. Otherwise, I will drink Coca-Cola. But normally I don't do because conditioning. It is not that you should not drink Coca-Cola. For me, it is costly. Right? Rather, I can take some neem leaves and put it in water and do it and drink.
It is herbal water, sir. Like, you're making herbal water. Then.
It's herbal cola. Right? Cheap and healthy. It reduces your diabetes. Right, actually Coca-Cola increases your diabetes. So the idea is we would like to see what is that you are presenting. Basically, it's a business metric, right? So we would like to see these things and the factors. So along with this, what are the factors? What are the factors for sales?
Advertisement.
Advertisement is marketing, not sales.
Price.
Price is a factor.
Discount.
Sorry?
Discount, sir. Discount.
Price, discount,
Location.
discount, location. Three? Only three?
Target customers.
Demographics.
No.
Customer segment. Then
Demographics.
customer segment is demographics. Customer segment. Location is region.
Price as well.
Price is-
Price is there. Yes. And the next one is time. Whether you do some analysis or not and anything, time is a factor. That's why at least in our area and all we say Kalaya Tasmai Namaha. Means that everything can perish, but time will not. Time is constant, time was constant, and time will be constant. It is not going to change. For us, we feel it is changing, but the time is not changing. So the idea is, with respect to time, if you analyze, things will become better. Right? If you have any dimension or not, you should have time dimension. What are the time features? So now, we have at the highest level, time is a dimension. Do you think the working people will go to movies on Monday or they will go on Sunday? What is the difference between Sunday and Monday?
Monday is a working day, so
Ah.
most people will be busy with.
I will take leave and go. Somebody said go to Kashmir first, take leave and go.
Probability of going is more on than Monday.
Ah.
And taking leave.
Those are all reasons, right? But we really don't have the data. Right? I heard that Kashmir Files made more money on weekdays. What does it mean? Students are not going to college, people are not going to work, or is only housewives who are going and watching it. It is not. It's all these people, right? Right? So it's a a aberrational effect. We don't consider that. But generally, people will go for movies and things like that on weekend. Right? What is a discovery? All of a sudden, people are going in weekdays. That is your insight. I'm into sir, when somebody explores the data, they say that it looks like this, it looks like this, it looks. Baba, I can see it is looking like that. Tell me next. Right? Even if you take diabetes data, they won't tell me It is multimodal and it was not supposed to be multimodal. Right? Multimodal may have an effect on outcome. If you can give me that, that's an insight. But if you tell me it is multimodal, yeah, it is multimodal. Why you have to tell me? You are showing me and telling me. Does it mean that I am blind? Right? You want to tell me I want to hear? I do not want to. I want you to tell me what is the exact insight. The exact insight comes from features of the factor. Time feature, if you take the time, what are the factors? I mean, what are the features if you take time factor, weekday or weekend?
This is time a dimension, sir.
Oh yes, time is a dimension. And we extract that as the feature. Right? We would like to drill down further. How do we do that? Season.
And
Yeah.
festive, especially in India, during
Season can, yeah. Festival season, right? October to December, gone. Nothing. Actually, October, November. September, October, November is festival season for us. Right? We do not want to do anything. No active work. Only in December, January, February, March. Okay. We show extraordinarily busy. Right? Next.
weather will be absolutely season. Weather.
Weather is not related to time. There is a separate factor. That is only for certain businesses. Just because it is cold, will you not go to movie?
In general,
No, you should know what works, what won't, and that is what we call as case-based reasoning. You should know the cases. Now we are in MBA. You should know what are the cases. For example, refrigerator. Can you sell refrigerator during winter? No, no. The peak sales happens during April, May, and June. Not even in March. Right? You can feel, yes, people will purchase. It is you, not the others, Ponzi. Right? You are purchasing during winter. Do you think the price is less during winter? No. No, it's all inflated price. Right now, it is further complicated because they say that go for 0% installment. Right? 0% EMI. What is the price? 40,000. But how much you make? 8,000 rupees. I will give you 30,000. Right? Give it immediately. Those people do not even know the net present value. If I give 40,000 today, what is the value? If he collects month on month with a bank, how much is the value? Then he is bothered. What the company bothered is directly it goes to company. What the dealer makes, what the customer makes is irresponsible for them. It's irrelevant for them. For me, what is important? Give me a 30,000, I will give you cash. Why EMI? For me, it is very good. It is 40%, 25% interest cut for me. From 40%, I reduce 8%, I made good money. Right? Why should I give 8% to somebody? People never think. We have been trying to do so. Don't think. Are you expert? She is agreeing she is not expert. We are telling you are expert. You are expert. Right? Experts are there to kill you. I told you very clearly. Business analytics is the way to get dehypnotized, to get demesmerized. You ask, why are you doing that? Give me the reason. Right? Then everything should be in your favor. If you are not doing it in your favor, you are not good. What are the other features after season? When the salary will be given on a daily basis? Month end or beginning of the month or mid of the month, depending on what is the payment cycle. Isn't it? So, time in month. Right? This is called as time in week. Right? Will you take dinner in morning or during lunch or during evening or during night? Dinner. Right? So when you will go for exercise, because normally we are the people only in the evening we will go for exercise. Morning if I do exercise and come I will sleep. Right? I do not want to do any exercise in the morning. Maybe funny will go. You used to go, right?
Now I'm doing yoga.
Yoga will make you more thin, man.
Now I'm on millets and yoga actually.
Actually, we should be doing it. We are doing it.
But I'm feeling so much energetic, sir. Really. No tiredness, nothing.
Tiredness is mental. There is no tiredness.
Millets food and This yoga is keeping me so much.
Organic millets or general millet?
In home
Gee.
organic, sir. But right now I got a hotel, Hello Millet. India, my place. So whatever they are giving me, but I'm eating.
Urban stupidity.
But it's good, sir. I'm feeling the difference actually.
Can you cook?
Not
Learn
like-
that first. Actually, it's a lag metric. He's doing all lag metrics.
No, no,
But he
sir.
teaches lead metric. Right? You just make idli and eat. You will become energetic. Make millet idli, man.
So tough, sir. It is. Like my father is actually he's a fan of my mother's food. When my mom prepares millets, he is scolding her. You are not cooking good. That's how the millets cooking is so difficult.
If you love, you will eat whatever the food it is. You love taste, but not your mom.
Not about that. My father is cooking. It's not me.
Okay, just joking. Don't worry. Okay, so after this, what are the other features that you can look at? Will you go to a movie on holiday or on a weekday? Can you sell ice cream more on holidays or on weekdays? Holiday, that's another time feature, right? Whether it's a holiday or not, right? Whether it is required everywhere. Similarly, what are the location features?
We poster like that.
You tell me, I will comment.
Urban, rural.
Right? Location will be urban and rural, right? Type,
Geography is that.
urban or rural. Then,
Geography.
yeah. Metro, non-metro. It can be urban, but it can be metro or non-metro, right? Where most stupidity will be found, mostly in metro. Right? Metro, non-metro, right? Now, coming to the discount, what types of discounts can you think of?
50-50, buy one get one.
Ah,
Buy one get one.
50-50 is buy one get one. It is not 50-50. Buy one get one is one type of discount. What are the other discounts?
Promotions, sir. Promo code.
High-low method. You increase the price and then take the discount.
Buy-low method is one. Then there is what is called as telescopic discount.
So high-low method, how come it would be different?
Yeah. Buy-low is a discount.
So increase the price first, then give discounts, and then after some time the price will remain same.
Yeah, the normal.
Yeah.
Radipivir, most of the antiviral drugs, right? First increase it. Now it is available for 2 rupees everywhere. At one time I saw that it was sold at 20,000 per strip, around 2,000 rupees per tablet. Now one tablet costs 2 rupees, 20 rupees I can keep. Right? Depending supply, but certainly the discount types, telescopic discount. What is telescopic discount? If you take one, I'll give 10%. If you take two, I'll give 20%. If you get three, I will take 30%. Right? If you take more than three, I will give 25%.
Yes, sir.
Right? I would like to make it parabolic or telescopic. Right? The more farther you go, what kind of acquisition strategy you can do with that? This is only sales strategy. Sales can also be acquisition. What kind of telescopic discount you can give?
If you go to any mart, if you buy above certain price range, they'll give you this much discount. That would be one strategy. Like if you buy above 5,000,
That will not work in India. India, what works is pretty much free.
metro kind of thing.
They give
like,
cards
where
actually,
you-
so whenever you just buy, you give that card, they give 5% discount.
Coupon
Some
code.
of that
Coupon.
really work in retail is basically you you say buy for 4,000, get vouchers worth 4,000 free. What happens is you break it up to segments within like 3 months to 6 months, where you give a limit and then you can.
Yeah, that's another type of discount which is coupon discount.
Coupon discount.
Right? Coupon discount is good only in the urban area. You talk to any rural person, he says that I need only 2 sets. Why do I need 4,000 extra? Right? Give me now. Right? He's very clear. Right? He wants the discount now, not after 6 months or next month. After 30 days, you can redeem that discount coupon and things like. I don't need it. Right? So discount, the various types of discounts we would like to have here. Right? Then price. How will you create the feature out of price? Don't tell me high-low price. High-low price is a discount mechanism. It's a campaign. It's not.
Cost plus is the normal.
Done. I don't remember who he is.
I'm coming from Mysore, sir.
I'm coming from Mysore Road.
Yes, sir.
Almost just about 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
You're in Mysore.
My grandma passed away last week.
Oh, sorry for that. Okay, so what are the price features that we can extract? Cost plus profit is not the price. That's correct. Percentage is one, not cost plus price, right? What is the percent? Because always it will be with respect to cost, right? The MRP is always this plus minus discount. That's what we do, right? So percentage price is one. Why this is a factor? Why this is a factor? Percentage price. Why this is a factor? What happens if the price is 10% of the 10% more than the cost?
So you only have 10% to pay going to other expenses.
What it depends on? What are the other factors it depends on? My pricing depends on what?
Competitor.
Competition, right? The second is percentage of price with respect to cost, with respect to competition, right? With respect to your strategy. Is it a increase strategy? Is it a dispersal strategy? You want to get rid of your inventory, you want to sell it at 50% discount and the price blah 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 and all those things. If you look at it, price and discount are together, though they are correlated, right? But there is no reason by giving discount it will be sold. By reducing the price it can be sold, right? We would like to see whether there is a demand for that or not. If demand is not there, what is the strategy?
Increase the price.
No, increasing the price will kill you.
Demand is there.
Demand is not there for that product.
Reducing the price.
Reducing the price, people will. Demand is not there. Whether you increase the price or decrease the price, nobody will take it.
Marketing.
They're all, yeah.
Marketing.
Clearance. We can trust it.
Read all the algorithms. You should recall some of the algorithms which will help you in that. Basically, it is called as bundling, cannibalizing. Right? When something is cannibalized, when there is no demand, what you try to do is increase the price of something else, bundle this with that. Right? So many times I have seen with the hand wash, they will try to add the toothpaste. I have seen that in. I said, "Boss, give me another 100 ml or half liter for that. I will take that." But who needs that, right? And recently I saw agarbatti, and we go only for Rangarav agarbatti from Mysore, right? We don't take any agarbatti that comes on the road. This is very good. If this is very good, how come I have not heard about it? Right? So bundling is another strategy for pricing.
So that's combo making, right?
Combo is bundling.
Okay.
Right.
So
How do you make
cannibalization is slightly different from
cannibalization? Basically, introduction of the new product has reduced the demand for this product. Now we have to get rid of this product. How will you do that?
It's not mandatory to introduce a new product either. Like if you
Cannibalization happens only with that. The demand falls down. That is cannibalization.
So this happens, this will, bundling will work only when the product is from the same organization, right? Same company.
Not necessary.
No, Santur used to sell Renault pens.
So
So they have those.
you can anything that China gives, you can couple that with this product and sell. Because that will be in 10 paisa, right? Chinese have both the products. You give 1 million, then they will give you excellent product which will last for life. Another 10 paisa product which will take home, it looks like pen. The moment you touch it, it will melt. Right? They will have both. Right? That's okay. But the thing is, you have to extract the features from the factors. The two things, the two concepts that you must be strongly associated and practice are detection and association of the factors with any enterprise function and the metrics. And this is how we try to derive all of them. Once we do this, what do you do with this? We would like to do 4 types of analysis. What are the 4 types of analysis before we get into analytics that we do? All of them are ML techniques, advanced analytics. Before that, we should have some insight-based analytics, right? What are they?
Discover.
Hypothesis testing.
Hypothesis testing is also a bit advanced. The first analysis we carry out is basically trend analysis.
The trend is also part of discovery.
What discovery?
And when we are discovering the data, like we generally notice whether what's the trend of that particular metric. It's also part of discovery.
Anything can be told as discovery. What we don't know is discovery. But if we know it is moving up, we want only confirmation that it's moving up. Then it is hypothesis testing. But the first analysis, visually, which we want to explore, is trend. Right? When you add the factors, then you will be adding discovery. The basic thing that we would like to do is, what is the overall sales? How is the trend for the organization? Then, is the trend same across all the products? Yes, good, things are okay. Is it same across all the regions? Good, excellent. Right, across all the regions, all the products, it is same. It is like YouTube videos. You go everywhere, every child will be looking at YouTube. Right, and to some extent Facebook, now Instagram. Right, they do not want to do anything else. Right, I asked them, why don't you go for wrestling? Wrestling? I will watch here, not do. Right, only watching. Right, earlier we used to say, if you don't know wrestling, if you don't know swimming, if you don't know stick fighting, and if you don't know running, you are not fit to be a man. Period. Can you run? Yes, good. Can you swim? Good. Now, subsequently, I heard that even climbing the trees is one of the things that was supposed to be done, and lock picking is another thing. How to steal, how to do all those things was supposed to be known. So you must steal, but you should not be caught. If you are caught, you are useless. Steal it, but don't be caught. That's a skill that you have to develop. Is it good? Absolutely. Those are the things men should have. Right. When we say that, they say, no, it is immoral. Right. That is not. Business is about war. Right. That's why they say everything is fair in war and business. If you say, no, I have to be fair, I don't reduce the price. It will hurt my employees. I don't take them on. No. Right. Microsoft is laying off 1,800 of his employees. If Microsoft start thinking, very sad for them, I should not do that. I must have moral values. To you, are you doing it at your home? How many beggars you are bringing and giving them food every month? If you are doing, actually you are immoral, because you are not asking the beggar to work. You are feeding them like government does. Right? Give them an ability to think, give them an ability to work, give them an ability to be happy. They will be happy when you give money. When you don't give money, they are not happy. And if you feel that is moral, my God, I don't argue, but that's good. Okay, I want to be one of your customers. I will also come as a beggar, give me money. There's nothing wrong here. Don't do that. Right? So always in business, look at profit. If any of this is what is not profitable, you must use advanced discovery. Where this discovery stops, I can add one variable at a time. Don't try to add more than one variable at a time. When I want to see by product, by customer segment, by region, by time, if I want to do, I would like to go for K-means. I don't want to do this pivot table analysis, extremely difficult chart in Tableau, which looks like this. What can you make out of this? I cannot make out anything out of this, but if I do K-means, right, I can make something out of this. Can we make anything out of this? Right? What is this? What is happening here?
some trends.
This is not trend. Something else is happening. Some external factor is working. What is that external factor? What is likely to be happening here? This is the thought process we want you to get. If this is the case, what may be the reason? Don't expect AI will answer. You should be expecting, if AI gives that answer, you know that better. If AI discovers this, can you confirm this? That is the skill you have to develop. Not AI told me this, the go. Why you are not? AI told you should not ask any questions like government. And government says no question asked. You know better than us. right? That's the fundamental problem, right? The politics starts after 60. Anybody who is less than 60 is considered immature, right? But actually retirement age is 60. After 60, if you go to politics, we are very good. Look at all the prime ministers and everybody. They will be post 60. Only one gentleman we had who was at 35. And somehow we lost him. Not that he was good and things like that. It has nothing to do with that. Somehow we don't like young prime minister. That's why one party is waiting for that person to become 60. Then they will project he is the prime minister. Right. So ridiculous for us. But the idea is it is very much necessary. If this is happening, something is there. What is that? And these are called as analytics patterns. When you don't know analytics patterns, you are just a programmer. When you know analytics patterns, right? You are good. You are ready to lead. Right? How do you discover these patterns? You should have collaborated. For me, you are not taking interest in yourself. Why should I take interest in you? Right? Very simple question. Right? You should take interest in yourself. Or for me, earlier I used to say God first, I am next. Now I am telling I am first, God next. Right? Now we say that we create one more God. What is there? Right? Creation of God is not new to us. Right? We will create God also. We come fast. So you should keep that you know these patterns. What is the problem here? When it is like this wavy, what is the pattern? The pattern is external forces. What will be the external forces?
Stock availability.
Good, good. That's one of the things. Yes, but the same product is doing better here. You're right. It is stock availability, but the same product is doing better here. What is the problem?
Price.
Price is almost same, yeah.
Competitors are again.
Competition, stock are the two reasons which may cause this variability. Unless you can quickly, now we have to go back, you have to take your data, test your hypothesis. And this is how you have to connect one to the other to the other. The three layers, what you have to connect. The first layer is pure analysis through your domain. You should do trend analysis. The second case is testing the hypothesis. You have to test what you are telling is right or not, right? So this basically is fundamental analysis, statistical analysis, predictive analytics. So you will be hypothesis testing, right? Then will be forecasting. So this is the graduation. So you start with basic trend, then you will test the hypothesis for your ideas, then you will predict, right? You will predict this, and that will be this happens only at this level.